Although we could,
we're super on topic.
Although we could dedicate an entire segment to that very topic.
Describing totally visual memes.
Okay,
So on the
ASMR
page,
meme.
you
Guys,
see
check out
two
this
people
meme.
walking in the distance. The guy has his arm on the girl, but he's actually looking back behind him at another lady, and then this one here is looking angrily at him.
Oh,
Right,
wow.
right.
And what are they each labeled as?
It could be anything. That's the template.
Well, the guy could be labeled as Kyle, and the girl would hear that his arm around the candy Monster energy drink, and the girl walking past is Area 51.
I was gonna say drywall in Area 51 myself.
This meme actually references Naruto runners.
So it
That
does.
is hype.
So it does.
It's a frame from the film E.T. where the
Oh my
where-
god, we start describing
No,
we're not doing this.
We're doing
We're not
this.
doing this.
Nope.
I know we're super on topic as always.
Oh my god, this is actually physically hurting my head.
Oh boy.
Marcus! Marcus, every time!
Every king fortnight.
It's the memes.
Don't bring more memes into this now, dude.
No, I just blame the memes.
Okay, so Disney.
Marcus is breaking it further.
Yeah, he's just
fine.
leave
Sit
it.
down.
Just sit down. All
I
right.
am seated.
Alright, so which one of you assholes wanted to talk about your favorite Disney movie?
Me. Well, I figured since, you know, with all these remakes that they're coming out, we
Yeah.
could talk about our favorite and least favorite Disney movies.
Well, my favorite Disney
Yeah.
movie is The Winter Soldier. So let's talk about that.
Animated ones, Dion.
animated 2D Disney films.
Oh, sort of traditional
Traditional
animation.
Not
animation.
CG
Not
animation.
CG, not recent. Smart ass.
No blends with live action.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
Roger Rabbit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a Disney movie.
I know. Twat bucket.
Yeah, hey! That's uncalled.
Hey, that's my word.
Sorry, cunt wobble.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's better, but I'm
It's
still
better,
not
but
happy.
like, thin ice, Buster. Buster Brown.
Thomas, you were pretty ready to start before we interrupted you.
Yeah, why are we
Bullshit.
pulling a Marcus on Thomas? That just sounds mean. I mean, we can do it to me, I don't care.
Yeah,
but
he
doing it to
deserves it.
Thomas,
I do deserve it.
You do.
Okay.
that's nasty.
I think my favorite Disney movie of all time.
I feel that one's a little problematic. Sorry, jumped the gun there. Sorry, Twitter's been training you for this moment.
Twitter's been ready to like pounce on anything that's old that people like. Treasure Planet,
Is
my favorite Disney film.
Treasure Planet.
Yes.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
I will absolutely 100% recommend that because it is.
Is
like,
it in that sort of Emperor's New Groove era kind of
Yes,
thing?
yes,
Oh,
it was.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
that era. It was.
And
it was
what was
along,
the other one?
alongside
El
Atla-
Dorado.
Yeah,
The
Road to El Dorado.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Not-
yeah, yeah.
not
Because like
Disney.
I enjoy that era of their
Yeah,
films. I just never saw Treasure Planet.
El Dorado's not a Disney movie.
Is Treasure Planet the one with
Oh, is it?
No.
pretty good space
What?
physics?
El Dorado's not a Disney movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, El Dorado was DreamWorks. Emperor's New
Holy
Groove was
crap.
Disney.
That is like,
It's
how did lawyers not get involved?
Wait. Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's
You
like
must be the only person in the world.
really.
Yeah, that thing was a huge bomb.
Yeah, no, I know it was a massive bomb, but I fucking love it. It's like awesome steampunk visions
Also,
of the
it's
future.
the
sailing
project those
boats.
directors really
Yeah.
wanted to make.
They took a lot of other projects just so they could be allowed to make that.
Including
And then they-
Hercules.
Yep.
Because we've all watched that Lindsay Ellis video.
It's like you look at these screens. And it's like, how is that not a Disney film?
Yep.
Yep.
It's not,
Yeah.
but somehow
Wow.
that's got fuck, what's his name?
Matt Damon.
Shut up. Fish Called Wonder.
Yeah, it is DreamWorks.
What's his name?
John Cleese.
John Cleese.
No,
Kevin Kline.
thank you. He's the voice actor in that film.
Oh, nice.
Just he does everyone.
Hey!
Whoa.
Didn't he do
Impressive.
Tulio?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, because I just saw that on.
Fucking hell, man!
Which
Dude,
one's
yes.
Tulio, Dion?
It's the blonde one.
Okay.
I just assumed that because he's the
It's
main.
not. Ha!
Ah.
What are their names?
Tulio and Miguel. Miguel and Tulio, the mighty powerful gods.
I can't believe that's not a Disney movie, like the whole world. Because I thought that was like a little era they went through, like Emperor's New Groove and.
Were you
Because they're
patiently
so
waiting for
similar.
the live action remake
Well,
of the Road to
Absolutely not.
I think, Dion, what you're experiencing is called the
Mandela
Mandela effect.
Oh,
No,
shut
it's actually not. It's literally just misremembering
Yeah,
things.
I know.
Almost
That's
like-
exactly what the Mandela effect is.
Not 100%. No.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
Mandela effect is when stupid people misremember things.
Oh, okay.
And then attribute it to the parallel universes colliding with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I adore Treasure Planet. It's got this awesome cyberpunk future sailing thing, and
Future sailors.
exactly, it's got and
Electronic
It's Treasure
Castle.
Island in space. What's
it's-
not to
it's
like?
Actually, just Treasure Planet in space with cyberpunk Captain. Well, not Captain then, but Long John Silver. He's got this like all cyborg thing. It's fantastic.
You know, I never actually saw it,
I
like most
I
of the world.
properly really do recommend it because it's rock solid and like it's got a really nice score as well.
I think it's like they're so low where 20 years from now people will be like,
You know what?
That pretty good.
Pretty good. But no, I'll recommend it. And I think
Kenneth Branagh, nice. I wonder if he had a moustache while recording.
absolutely.
Kenneth
Obviously.
Branagh. That's the only thing his face
Well,
is. It's just a moustache.
They didn't have
Well,
like
no, the picture of him here does not have a moustache.
they didn't have
so-
these like
What? Then it's not Kenneth Branagh.
these guards. They didn't have these guards on the microphones. It was just his moustache that
Yeah.
enveloped it.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
grew his
Pop
own.
filter.
Just kept it all safe and secure. I'm not sure about my worst like traditional animated Disney. I'd probably say Snow White, but mostly because of the actress who they got as Snow White, her singing. I found it
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Grating as all hell.
like my word. I don't know if that was just the style of singing at the time.
I think it's partly style, partly like the way it was recorded,
Yeah.
and just partly like
Remember,
bad choice.
it was the mid-40s?
it was the 40s, yeah.
yeah.
But like I rewatched it and I was just like, this hurts my ears because it's just so loud and high pitched and screechy and
Yeah.
it's like
I think
nasty jazz.
I think my least favorite is probably 101 Dalmatians.
Do you know I like 101 Dalmatians? I think the score brings it back a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I like that. Actually, I like that really sort of rough outline
Yeah,
era they
it's
went
like
through.
almost-
Yeah,
like,
I enjoy that.
Like that,
style.
Aristocats.
yeah, it's when they got super
that was-
All
lazy.
dogs go to heaven, Disney or not?
No,
Well, it's not-
All
it's not
Dogs
when
Go
they-
to Heaven was a Don Bluth
it's got
joint.
nothing to do with laziness. It's got to do with budget. There's a difference.
No.
Jungle Book had the same sort of.
It was
Pens-
right then.
It feels like pencil etching, actually.
Yeah,
like the
it's
style.
because in the early 60s, Disney started using xerography, which is linked to the Xerox Corporation, where they could take sketch. That's why they could do 101
It's when
Dalmatians,
they
because
started-
they photocopied.
Yeah, because they did away with the glass plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had their newfangled technology.
Yeah,
Frankly.
and they had some teething issues with the new technology, which is why, especially 101 Dalmatians, from an animation standpoint, looks a bit sloppy. You know, a bit unfinished because they were still figuring out the new technology.
It's still not laziness. Like if you look at early like integrations with CGI in animation, it looks fucking appalling.
Yes.
It's just
No,
new
it doesn't.
technology.
The owl in Labyrinth looks fucking phenomenal.
You know, now that I've rewatched that recently, I can say, no, Marcus, you're lying. That's a lie. That's a barefaced lie.
Yeah. My favorite Disney animated movie is The Iron Giant.
Jason,
No. You
no,
say
no,
no, sort of 3D stuff.
we're gonna
and there's
bring
a lot
up
of
we're gonna bring
CG
up
in
the
there.
message on WhatsApp and read it to everyone. Where
Yeah.
you say, "I'm gonna." Oh shit, no.
What?
Damn, you said you were gonna find a way to talk about it, not you weren't gonna
But
talk about
that's
it.
got a lot of CG integrated into it, so
It does.
We're not
yeah.
gonna talk about the Iron Giant,
you're not
Jason.
allowed.
But it's also got a lot of Superman integrated into it.
Yeah, because it's a DC movie.
Jason, shut up with your Superman shit.
It's not a
Oh.
DC movie. It's a WB movie.
it's a Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a,
It is.
no, it's not. It's not
It
a
is.
Zack Snyder movie. It's a
Nobody dies.
Snack
It's a
cider.
Vincent Dieselton movie.
Yeah.
Vincent Dieselton.
He's Superman. We're talking about Disney movies,
Yeah.
Jason. Because if
So
I
stop-
can't talk about Land Before Time, you can't talk about this.
Fine. Probably Mulan, actually.
Mulan. That's a solid pick.
Just going by which one I watched the most as a kid, it would be Mulan.
Yeah, mine is objectively not top tier at all, but
It doesn't have to be top.
yeah.
Mine is
Yeah.
very clearly not top tier.
It is in your heart.
I know, but my heart means nothing.
That's true.
Nothing.
Your
No,
heart is a
mine-
black
That's 'cause
void
you
of
chose one with a
despair.
shitty message.
Fuck
No,
you. The
mine's-
message was follow your heart, actually, in that film.
Yeah.
In which form?
In
Treasure Planet.
Isn't
Treasure
it follow
Planet.
the treasure map?
no.
Yeah,
Space.
I imagine.
No, the real treasure is the
It's
friends we
heart.
made
It's me
along the way.
Just like the book. That's the whole point.
No,
it's not.
It's
It's
not.
like
It's
these-
just the real
No, the
treasure
point
map.
is-
It's just the heart.
No, the point of the book was don't die of consumption in an inn
I thought the
and
point.
leave some kid your treasure map.
What?
That happened. The beginning of the movie is just like the beginning of the book, where Billy Bones dies of consumption in an inn and leaves the kid his treasure map.
Oh.
Sure, so children are the worst.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, follow your heart. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
no, mine is Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, really?
Yeah.
Fuck,
I'm
I haven't
super
watched that in
sentimental about that.
ages.
Yeah. It's really good. And it's just like,
I don't know. I've got very little memory of the film.
it's just one of those ones that like I just had.
I just remember the
It was, but I had Bugs Life, Lost World, and Robin Hood. And it was just like,
I remember the tiger who was the sheriff of Nottingham, I think.
no, the
Am I super
sort of
misremembering
the
this?
king.
The king, yeah.
King
Yeah.
kind of dude, yeah. And
I just remember
and, like,
him
the
being super
snake
cool.
and the hypnosis and stuff. It
Yeah.
was just like really cool. I just like the
No, the
king- there was,
hypnosis
like, it was
snake
really
is Jungle Book.
and the same, and basically just Baloo, like yeah. So, but like the character, like super characterful, and what I liked about it as well is that like it got really Dickensian almost, like in terms of like when everything goes wrong and it's just like dark and dreary and everyone's like locked
Horrible.
up in the tower and they're all
Man,
like
I need to
and like
rewatch this.
Tuck is like, you know, like sort of trying to like ration out food and like the like all the owls are so sad, you know, locked up in the
Jesus.
and everyone's like chained together, and even like the mice, like, you know, they can't pay the like the
This
taxes
sounds
and
rad
whatever.
as hell.
Yeah, like
It's as harsh as Bambi, dude.
yeah, it gets really like sort of dark and morose, and like it gets really like real there. So yeah, it's cool. Like I don't know. I think it's super underrated.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and some good physical comedy as well, which I always like. It feels it's like it's the only. With a lot
Jason,
of-
don't pull a me and break
with a
down
lot
the
of the Disney
studio.
films, you can feel like, okay, this one is a bit like that one, this one's a bit like that one, and Robin Hood was sort of in such a weird transitional
Yeah.
period for them that it's like it's just its own thing. It's not like any of the others. Yeah.
Cute.
I don't think I've watched it, or I think the last time I watched it, I was so tiny that I cannot remember.
I
Yeah.
just
Anything
I,
about it.
It's
I have
generally,
the
that's generally the
vaguest
case
vagaries
with
that
Robin Hood,
film.
actually. Like, it isn't one that gets brought up often.
Yeah, it's one that's sort of looked at. I mean, a lot like Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
So yeah,
And
just a
then
bit
again,
older.
like my number 2 is never brought up ever
What's your
as
number
well,
2?
which is Atlantis.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't seen it.
Like also like heavy
Also
steampunk
steampunk.
vibes
Yeah.
and you know
Thomas has a type.
what?
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 No, he doesn't. He has a diverse range of tastes
I don't,
that isn't defined by a single sort of idea.
Yeah,
Just
he's
different.
Thomas
Marcus,
is
look at his
complete.
watch.
He's varied, he's unpredictable, and he's wearing the same shirt as at the last recording.
I am. You're right.
Well, it's been like a
I
number
watched
of
it.
weeks, so it has been washed, clearly.
I watched it.
Clearly.
Clearly, it's been washed.
Unlike its subject.
Yeah. I showered today, I'll have you know. Got out of bed, had a shower.
I'm very
Big
proud
day
of you.
for me.
Nice. On your calendar. I'm trying to think what my least favorite animated Disney film is. I'm kind of coming up short.
Snow White?
Yeah, I guess. Like, I mean, I
Everybody just piled
rewatched
on
it. And
Snow White.
yeah, I mean, I
You
rewatched
said
it.
it
and-
was coming up short.
Ayo. No, actually, you know what? I don't.
Completely original.
I
joke.
prefer Snow White. 'Cause, I mean, it's got the 7 dwarves.
They're still quite charming.
Yeah, and it's got some cool musical numbers aside from her voice, obviously. Like Sleeping Beauty, I didn't really like that much.
Do you know what I like Sleeping Beauty? Okay, now we're gonna talk like tier lists of Disney princesses because
Yeah.
Aurora is the bottom.
Yeah.
Her and Ariel are the
yeah.
bottom of.
Whoa! Martina will fight you.
It doesn't.
Just-
No. I'm not talking about the Little Mermaid as a film. I'm talking tiers of Disney princesses. Ariel is useless, betrays her father, and like get sets it all about just for some dick. That's it. That's it. Like the bottom tier.
Look, I don't even need my voice. Just give me some sex.
Just give me some
legs.
sex. She's the bottom
Makes me
tier.
feel horrible.
Aurora
It's not good.
spends her whole life in a cabin just doing nothing, shows up and gets her finger pricked and spends the rest of the film unconscious. Fucking bottom tier.
Yes,
How-
she may be bottom tier, but I will.
No. I'm not saying Sleeping Beauty is bad. I'm saying
No,
Sleeping
no,
Beauty
yeah.
is good because of Maleficent. Because Maleficent in the Sleeping Beauty animated film is such a fucking baller and is so impossibly awesomely evil. And the scene where she turns into this dragon and spreads awful like spike vines throughout the whole kingdom.
I gotta say,
Sleeping Beauty, I have to put it up, is my favorite of the Disney animated 2D movies.
Really?
Yes, for several reasons, which we will get into, but you can finish your thoughts.
but yeah,
No, I was-
I actually really, aside from Princess and the Frog, like it's been a while since they've had like a really great super evil villain. I've got to say, Princess and the Frog, I was
With Keith
so
David,
impressed.
don't you disrespect me, little man.
Like his
Very
whole
cool.
thing, like his thing
Delegate
got
and
fucking
deride.
dark.
Yeah.
Like super duper.
Like-
dark.
I will now,
like
not
voodoo
your
dog.
world.
Yeah.
But no, like Maleficent is a villain for the ages. in
Yeah, no,
Sleeping
I mean
Beauty.
that's why you're so excited about the live action. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Keith
Disney
David
villains
is an
have to terrify the children at the time.
yeah, and Keith David is an actual legit voodoo priest.
Yeah.
You know, coming off the back of him being the creepiest dude ever in
Saints Row.
not Saints Row, in Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, this feels so bad. And his song is fantastic as well, and his visual design is great, and again, impossibly terrifyingly evil.
Yeah, love it.
Which is so fun.
I need to go watch like those all. I need to go watch like the 40s and 50s.
Dude,
You,
they, like, they
you need
once
to
again-
rewatch Sleeping Beauty because, god damn it is fucking gorgeous.
Flora and Merryweather have like this, you know, fantastic, you know, little thing between them, and like
Yeah.
it's funny how little Aurora has to do with the film at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just about Prince Philip and Maleficent and their
Yeah.
thing, and then the 3 fairy godmothers.
And
And
also,
then the
and
Stephen Prize.
yeah,
I mean, and just from like a technical standpoint, like Sleeping Beauty was Walt Disney's last hurrah almost. He was like all in on get the best guys to do the best work. I
And
want to
those
prove.
multi-layered
the
like,
super-
the
backgrounds.
super
the
impressive.
glass thing that they move.
Yeah.
through. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
whole tech video on
Yeah.
that on YouTube
Yeah.
of how they slide.
It
the
was
plates
also
in and out.
the last
cool.
film that was purely hand animated.
Man, what a trip!
Like every frame was drawn on cells, and that was the last one.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because
So
the
we all
next
can't
one.
say us.
Yeah, because the one after that was 101 Dalmatians. Which had xerography.
Okay.
After
After
Really?
Sleeping
Was that-
Beauty was
that
Really?
doesn't make sense to me.
yeah.
I'm sure there was movies in
Sleeping
between
Beauty
that.
was 1959.
When was
10
Jungle Book?
Jungle Book was late 60s, early 70s.
Fucking hell. I got my chronologies all
Yeah.
turned upside down.
Sleeping
Yeah,
Beauty was 15.
you're right.
I know, because I did a bit of research.
When you're right,
son.
you're
How
right.
did you research?
Because I just watched another making of Sleeping Beauty because I don't have time to watch the film again, which I have on Blu-ray and is Jesus, it's glorious in HD.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you.
I've recently gone through my film collection and gotten rid of all the old stuff and
Yeah.
got Blu-ray rips of everything. And, man,
An actual physical
I know what you're talking about, Marcus, but I'm not talking about that.
Okay. Well, what I also have to say was presented in, which was unheard of at the
This
time
isn't
as
the
well.
favorite one, Thomas.
Like,
One by my thumb.
no, that is mixed media.
Nice try, Jason.
It's on the list.
But I know which one it is, and I know it's done by the animation studio, but it is a mixed media film, hence it doesn't count.
Otherwise, it would be.
Oh yeah, that's what excludes it from the list.
Yes.
That's what, not the subject matter.
No, not at all. It was perfectly acceptable in
It was a
1946.
Wow, it's like Dumbo, Bambi, and then Saludos Amigos, victory through air power.
Yeah.
Is that the prequel to fuck, what was that name?
Or then Song of the South. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna revise my favorite.
You revising your favorite?
I'm gonna revise my favorite
Alright.
because because it's so recent.
Okay.
But it's what year was it? 2011, I want to say.
What, Home on the Range?
No, Winnie the Pooh, the one with John Cleese.
Hmm?
Have you seen that one?
No.
Holy shit, it's good.
Really?
that
It
one.
bombed spectacularly. It is one of the smartest, like, it's.
Is that
it's
wait?
perfect. It's
Is that the
perfect.
one with Tigger finding his family?
No, that's the Tigger movie.
Because
that's-
okay,
yeah,
because
that's
that
the
one I
Tigger
saw, which was very.
It's
That's
the one
sad.
where like it's got like the narration and then like the words in the narration are there and they're like interacting with the words.
Fuck, that sounds
and,
great.
Like and Pooh's talking back and it's narrated by John Cleese and it is
I'll check it out.
dude, it is fucking excellent. Yeah, you know what? Like Robin Hood, sorry. Robin Hood's dead. Everyone worked on it is dead. It's okay. I'm gonna
Maybe
because-
it's a
and
racist.
it was such a pity that I think that's part of the reason we got the live action one.
Christopher
recently.
Robin.
Yeah, partly just because this one, which was fan-fucking-tastic, totally bombed. Like, completely bombed. Critical reception was great, but no one went to watch it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the one that's just called Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
And 2011.
It is to Winnie the Pooh what, like, Doom 2016 is to Doom.
That's a bold statement, sir. Because I remember watching
And that's
it.
a very weird matching a concept, but I will accept
But I will accept it. Alright, well then, the next question is, what's your favorite Disney song? And like, I'm not talking
I was gonna move on to the 3D animation after that, so I could talk about Moana.
Okay.
but
like,
let's do some.
No,
because we can include
3D
Moana when
Disney
we talk
doesn't
about
really
the
count.
tier
I
list
mean,
of
it's
Disney
just trying to be
princesses, because
Pixar.
Moana's top tier.
Yeah.
Alright.
But like, what is your favorite song? Your favorite sung musical number from a Disney film?
Jesus.
Oh wow, that is.
I have no idea. I've just...
Give me
I
top
gotta
three.
I gotta say... Well, I can't. Like, just...
Put it on
offhand.
your hat, deal. Fuck.
Just a top tier one, not even top
Yeah,
three.
yeah,
just
top tier.
One that stands out to you.
Well, there's the one from Hunchback.
The one with that movie.
No, the one from
Hunchback.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Inferno.
the Out There. No, Out There.
Okay.
I really like that one.
I really like
fun one
Inferno
to
though.
see.
Jesus, it's
Yeah.
dark.
Inferno is.
I
good.
re-listened to
Christ,
all
I don't know,
on-
give me-
because
give me-
Juanito was talking
Juanito.
about it, so I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go back and listen to these."
Give me some of yours.
Well,
Well, I mean,
Be a man.
obviously,
Be a
Obviously.
Man.
I was Circle of Life.
Everybody wants to
Circle.
be a cat.
In fairness, I saw Circle
Yes,
of Life
dude.
live. So.
Be a
Everybody-
cat, like that.
Everybody
I think that
wants to
introduced
be
me
a
to like
cat.
jazz as
Yeah.
a kid, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What is this
I've
music
got-
where people don't play their instruments right? I want to
Hey.
listen to more of it."
Hey Thomas, if you're interested and you can cut this out, I do have the Aristocrats soundtrack on
You know, I
vinyl.
actually may talk to you about that.
The Nile.
I have the Aristocats movie on
VHS.
Laserdisc.
On Laserdisc.
Damn.
Laserdisc.
Also, yeah, and yes,
That's
the
rad.
copy does include the racist one. It's before it was cut
Yeah,
from
it's
distribution.
not
The-
we are Siamese.
You see, I love how I can just say the racist one and everybody knows.
What's the racist one from that movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a different. You see, you can't even say it's a different time because it's like the 60s, 70s. It's like we know better. By that time,
by that point in
we
time,
fucking know better.
it's wrong.
It's not like the 20s where you're like they were barely like you know
Yeah.
we don't know.
Look, you go back and you look at these Disney movies, and they're basically animated James Bonds.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Sleeping Beauty, not so much.
How not so much?
Because there's not.
You can't have racism if there's only one race.
Well, it's
Wow,
It's pretty
I think You
racist.
just described the Netherlands.
They're so friendly there.
Oh,
I should know. They're my
Man.
people, I guess.
like I'm like
The
the
Dutch.
only person that's not of white color is Maleficent, and she's evil. And then there's the little imps that are also not white, evil.
You know what? I finally got around to
So,
watching.
I mean,
Yeah.
Before, I didn't make time to watch Sleeping Beauty because I've watched it like a million times. It's also my wife's favorite. I finally got around to watching The Black Cauldron.
right?
Oh, dude, how great is
that?
It's
that and
great.
King Arthur,
Yeah.
like
You're like, it's
like those.
it's proper. The Horned King is the scariest
so scary.
motherfucker in the history of
Jesus.
time.
that dude is
Fucking
scary.
hell! He like steals children and tries to murder their pigs in front of.
It's
Just like
dark.
Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how the myth went. As my understanding.
And seriously, Black Cauldron. It's the
Black,
one.
Black
there's-
Cauldron is really.
It's really good.
It's a slept-on classic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
Very
And like
much so.
it's in with that one, with the animation style, I watch it in glorious, like upscaled high definition. Like the fact that you can see the pencil strokes in that movie,
Love.
Yeah.
from an artistic standpoint, works very well.
Still waiting for Dion's tier list.
Well, the other one is I'm so bad with names. King Louis, I think. I want to be like you.
I'm
That's a
the king of the
classic.
swingers. Oh,
yeah.
jungle VIP.
I dig that one a
I
lot.
reach into-
I want to
It's
be.
so
what-
weird.
what's-
Like
it
I'm
is just
just
me
drawing.
like you.
I'm just drawing such a blank
Drawing
on
a blank on your like.
on
tops.
just.
You can just choose any Lion King song and everyone
it's-
will be like,
it's-
yeah, that's good.
Well,
yeah.
I already did. I said Circle of Life.
I know.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, like, you could just list the whole.
Yeah, I can basically
We'll,
list all of
we'll
them.
talk the 3D, and you can speak. You can think more on your list.
No, we don't need to talk about 3D.
I know, like I just generally like for me,
prepared.
there's very
See
yeah.
any Lion King song,
Any
and everyone's
Lion
like,
Yes,
the one that was not performed by Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
But
You can also do the same with any Little Mermaid song.
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
about to
Yes.
say like
Under the Sea.
yeah. Well, yeah, I think
I like Ursula's
that was
song.
Ursula. Yeah.
Ursula's song.
And the
Uh,
villains generally got
I'm
the
trying to
best
remember what
songs.
the
is Melissa
melody.
McCarthy going to be able to pull that off?
Is she
Poor
playing that?
unfortunate soul.
Yeah. Oh, I dig that. So good.
Fantastic.
I don't know. It's just like there's such a consistency. Generally speaking, it's just whichever ones happen to it's like Iron Maiden. It's just whichever ones happen to resonate with you first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most
Yeah.
part.
Those will be your favorites.
Yeah.
Really, I think your favorite animated movie song does not come from a Disney movie. Comes from Prince of Egypt.
Yeah,
Does it
that's
not?
that is absolutely right. My favorite animated song ever is the Plague song from Prince of Egypt.
Of course it is.
I actually I actually
And
had
none of them were surprised.
I actually had this entire discussion with my sister the other day. We were talking about because we watched that movie a lot when we were kids, and it was just really funny because now, as somebody who like cares nothing for organized religion, is singing along. It's like you must look at your life through heaven's eyes. I'm like, no, Thomas, no, it's only gets you. It gets you with the classic tracks. But I like that animated movie is so full of some of the fucking most awesome songs, and like specifically the Plague song and Look at Your Life Through Heaven's Eyes, like such cool songs. But again, not Disney, so it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
But like definitely go watch Prince of Egypt.
Have you listed your favorite yet?
You know
Marcus?
what?
It's Be Prepared, and they follow closely by Hellfire.
If I
have a
actually
type.
have to pick one soundtrack other than The Lion King,
Yeah,
because
we
The
can
Lion
go on
King
this.
is obviously like
Obviously,
the
Yeah.
de facto.
It's Zimmer, it's Elton John.
Yeah,
It's Dream Team.
It would be the whole Hercules soundtrack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
That's
my
like-
god, yes.
That is a
fucking
fucking
jam.
That is a
rock
very
solid
close
pick.
Well, I mean,
second
yeah,
for me
because
in
you've
terms of
got
favorite
like
Disney
Michael
movie.
Bolton in there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I was just going through the list now,
Bless
and I
my
was like
soul,
through the film, like da-da-da.
Hercules.
Yeah. It was a
Who
very
puts the
close
guy in
second.
Gladiator?
Because it came out.
The Fates, man, they're
97.
great.
Yeah.
97 was Hercules, 98 was Mulan.
Yeah.
And we basically just had those things switch. Yeah, it was just 3 years of just movies that I watched endlessly.
Yeah.
Mulan in 98, Hercules in 97, and Independence Day in
96.
96.
Yeah. Pretty
And I was
much.
just cycling those, and that explains my personality quite a bit.
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
Hercules I
does.
think is also like I think that gets a super unfair rap in
Really?
general.
I think it does pretty well.
I think-
No,
That's
a lot
what-
of like it's one of those ones that people are just like, oh, it was.
But everybody loves James Woods.
yeah, James
As-
Woods is a spooky guy.
Yeah,
I like James
Woods. Everybody loves
Someone to care
James
for,
Woods.
To be there for you, God.
James Woods.
For when Family Guy was good.
Yeah.
He's also good as Night Owl.
Yeah, but no, Hercules.
Yeah.
McDonald's was just filled with the little
Yo,
Hercules things.
that was a golden age of humanity.
It was a golden age of McDonald's toys.
Yes.
Now what are they giving? Books so kids can learn to read?
Readings for
Woke McDonald's is the worst.
Go woke, go
You think-
broke, am I right?
No, you know how woke McDonald's is right now? These days, if you order a Happy Meal, you have to specify fries. Otherwise, they just give you a fucking tub of corn.
Really?
No, you
Yeah.
have to ask for the corn.
You have to ask for the...
You have to ask for the corn. The fries is the default.
Okay.
Is it?
That's
Yeah.
still...
The world's not topsy-turvy yet.
Yeah.
They haven't gone full
But
woke
also,
yet. Full
also, I
SJW McDonald's.
I think, can't
Nothing
you,
like a
can't you not
multi-trillion
get soda with the
corporation
Happy
going
Meal anymore? It has to
SJW.
be...
No, like there's options for like you can get a water or you can get a fruit juice, but
is-
the default is still like a soda and chips.
It has been a while since I've been to McDonald's. Gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're rolling out
Although
the
I
vegan
kind
burgers
of want
though.
to...
So.
I
Oh,
can't...
are they?
Yeah,
Locally?
Northern Europe currently.
Okay.
But I mean,
Yeah, Burger
We'll get 'em.
King's Burger
We'll
King's
get
doing
'em.
the same thing in the States with the Impossible Burger.
yes, I can't wait for us to get Impossible Burgers.
What is it like?
just
I can't
going through,
believe it's
like-
not Butterburger,
Yes.
basically.
I'm just
Yeah,
going through like the
essentially that.
track listing here of like the Hercules soundtrack and just like I have to watch this movie.
Let's all throw them out.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
so
throw
it's
them out
like-
so we can remember them.
So like the Gospel Truth
And
the
that's
different
the
versions,
Gospel
Go the Distance, which one of the first
Oh, I
things.
can go.
Yeah, that-
Through Michael Goldman.
That's
Yeah.
one of the
I
first things I
can
sang
go the
in my
distance.
with my new singing teacher.
Aw.
Was that
I can
Mighty
go the
Zeus, Go the
distance.
Distance.
Oh, that works.
Zero to Hero.
Oh.
I Won't Say I'm in Love. A Star is Born. Man.
Meg is actually also pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
She's
cool
she's
character.
high. She's mid-high tier list.
Yeah. Also,
In the-
she's
in the
not.
Disney-
She's
Disney
not a
princess.
princess.
Yeah, but
And B, don't take no shit.
yeah, but
Don't
I'm
take
saying
that shit.
if we're ranking them as
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
princesses, she's
It
mid-high
was.
tier.
It was
Disney
also
princess.
during that period with.
She straight up died in the movie.
Yeah, it was metal.
with CGI, like where there was a lot of like public interest in it because
Yes.
it was like around the time of like The Mask and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I was super obsessed with like the idea of like computer animation and things like that. So like watching the behind the scenes stuff of how they did the Hydra.
Oh yeah.
And like seeing like the wireframe of it and everything, and then seeing the final version, I was like, "Oh,
This is witchcraft.
it's so cool! Computers,
Computers.
so good."
Where do we stand on things like Lilo and Stitch?
That's,
I
that
those
passed me by.
movies.
I was a big fan of Lilo and
Were
Stitch.
you?
My brother
Because
and I watched it.
I never
a
got
couple
into it
times.
really.
See, the thing is, Dion, he's so much younger than us.
So
that
much
Lilo
younger.
and Stitch is really in his wheelhouse, where we
Yeah.
just.
But Thomas and I are the
stopped it
same
around
age,
lines.
practically.
We're the same
There's like
age.
a month between us.
There is a month.
Yeah, but a month is a lot can
That's
happen in a
long
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
look.
matured
I mean,
just that month too much to enjoy Lilo
I
and
mean,
Stitch.
if you want to know how much a month can change, let me take you back to August 11th, 2001.
Okay. That's more than a month ago, but I'm
No.
I'm still
the
on board.
difference is
Oh,
between
yeah.
August 11th, 2001
July
Yeah,
July,
July.
11th, 2001.
Huge difference.
Massive.
Enormous. It changed the
Oh.
entire world.
Crazy. By a month.
Yeah.
By a month, yeah. The whole world aged a month.
I just remember enjoying the animation style because it reminded me of Osmosis Jones.
That was a cool little movie. I
don't
did not
think-
watch
I
that
don't
until
think
later
it's.
in
I don't
life.
think it's
Yeah.
Disney.
No,
it's
Osmosis
definitely not
was.
Disney.
It wasn't DreamWorks either.
But I just remember like
was one of the
I
smaller
remember
ones.
digging it because it was like inside the body and it had this like evil virus and
Yeah.
But Lilo and Stitch had some of the best character work. That
I must
Disney's
rewatch
kinda
it. It has
put out
admittedly
there.
been very many years, but I went through a period in my early 20s when I rewatched all of these films because I dated a girl who was, and when I say obsessed, I don't mean like, oh, she likes them a lot. I'm talking every single DVD, every single Blu-ray, every single piece of merchandise. You know those Swarovski?
When did
those,
you date Martina?
I was just about to say that's like Martina, but with
you know
souls.
those fucking horrendously expensive Swarovski crystal statues?
Yeah.
Every single one of those in a display cabinet with lights. Like, yeah.
So she was rich.
Oh, dude, unfathomably. This is the one that took me on a holiday to the UK and to Amsterdam and to Germany and to Florida
Is this where you,
and
no,
like
it was to LA
That's where you
slept
should
on
have.
the way.
That's where you should have realized when she was like, "We're going to Florida."
I was like,
You should have known, man.
should-
That's
Hey
on
man,
you.
it's great. She went to Disney World. I went to Universal Studios, and I just rode the Jurassic Park ride for 3 days.
Have you, by the way, Marcus, searched the Florida Man headline for your birth date?
No, I have not yet reached. Oh God, I should probably do that.
Because my one is about is about a Florida man hitting a wheelchair-bound man with a fish.
Mitafish.
Mine was great. I can't remember what it was offhand though.
Do I have to add the year as well, or just?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
just
not
the
you.
day.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Florida man headline 28 May.
Oh yeah. Florida man tried to pay for McDonald's with bag of weed.
It sounds like Florida Man.
Wait, where am I supposed to see?
We're getting
Oh, here we go. What
What?
Florida man? Here we go. Here we go from New Zealand.
I will say what my favorite song is from an animated film,
Okay.
and it's Up There from the South Park movie.
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a
Alright,
bitch.
I'll one up you. Team America. America, fuck yeah, is my favorite song.
It's really great, but
Wow.
it's not. It's
okay,
not Up
mine
There.
is fucking phenomenal.
And the reprise of Mountain Town, where they bring all the songs together.
yeah.
Mine was unseated last year.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's no longer the fish slapping that's top of the Florida Man list. Florida man arrested for biting boys out of frustration.
Okay, here's mine. Florida man breaks into restaurant.
I thought you were going to say out of wedlock.
That is an American headline. Florida man breaks into restaurant, strips naked, eats noodles, and plays the bongos.
Did you see that?
And the previous one that again, because this is the new one, the previous one that I had was Florida man accused of biting off man's fingertip, drunk.
I said,
Florida man killed when struck by can while walking along Macon
And
Road.
the previous one was Florida man wearing Crocs leaps into crocodile pit.
what? This isn't a Florida man, but this I sent to Joe and Chris, and I told them I didn't realize you two were a couple. Couple arrested for driving stolen car filled with uranium, a rattlesnake, and whiskey. There's quite a few unanswered questions.
Uranium.
Uranium.
No, but that's a good choice for best animated song, Dion.
Yes. Bringing it
But it's
back
back.
to our topic.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's still off topic, but it's closer to the topic
It's closer.
than a couple driving with a rattlesnake. Uranium.
It's,
You brought up Florida man.
it's true. You brought this on us. Man, Moana is pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
Oh,
Moana's
look,
great.
Moana is actually Jared's favorite.
That's a good pick. I mean, it's a recent pick, but it's good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
But
Moana, to be honest.
Lilo and Stitch definitely. Well, Moana you have to watch.
You
and
really
Lilo and
should
Stitch,
watch.
if you haven't watched it, you should.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I'll give it the
'Cause it's-
time.
I'm
it
gonna
takes.
watch it. Period.
It's one of the very few that doesn't have.
It's got no
a forced
songs,
romance.
doesn't it?
It doesn't have.
Oh right,
Boy
yeah,
and girl
because
must be
because it's
together
just
and
two
like it.
friends, and isn't the whole wait? What was the like thing? There's a thing about the movie that I remember.
The thing is, though, if you can
the
say
family line.
Yeah, but also there's a bit of trivia that I know about the film, and that was that they changed because it came out close to 9/11.
Yeah.
The spaceship looked like a 747, and then they changed it to look like a spaceship.
Oh.
Like, because it was like them driving the 747 and crashing it. And it was really close to 9/11, and they were like, fucking change that shit.
Oh boy. Redraw that crunch time.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember that happening. Yeah,
Call
it
the
was,
Koreans, make
yeah.
them do it over.
yeah, because I remember the whole thing about it was like family, and you know, your family's not who you're born with. It's you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, no forced
well,
romance,
since we could say
no
since we can say
sexualization of
Moana,
children.
Yeah.
Since we could say
Thumbs up.
Moana, then
Oh, Frozen. You love Frozen.
Then I'm-
Yeah.
You're Frozen. Number one.
No.
Frozen's your favorite, Dion. You
No,
tell me all the
Dion,
time.
you-
No, you don't understand why people don't love Frozen
Jason,
more.
dude, it's
Dion,
not-
you
it's
got
not
the
even- it's not
recorder
even
that
top
comes with the
3.
Frozen DVD and
Maybe
cassette
top
tape.
4, maybe. No. Fucking Zootopia, which I actually forgot about.
That was enjoyable.
No, Zootopia was amazing.
forgot
dude.
about
It
that.
made me feel uncomfortable a little bit while watching it because of the ever-present threat of furries.
Yeah, because at any moment,
You see,
a
I was
furry
not,
could appear behind you and
until I
then say
hung
something
out-
deviant.
Until
And
I
by
hung
say
out with
something
you
deviant, I
guys
just mean
more,
talk.
I was not aware of the threat that furries pose.
Dude, it's ever present.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, so for me, that wasn't a
They've
factor.
even
and honestly, in terms
infiltrated
of
Juggalo
like, in
culture.
terms of like depth and like social commentary and like just the fleshing out of the world, like it's one of the richest.
I do
Disney
remember they
films.
make a joke at
it is.
Frozen's expense, so like I'm gonna put it high on the tier list.
Yeah, so
I mean,
it's-
they do
that's-
do that.
Just don't go see it in a cinema.
No, because it's dark and there could be furries behind you waiting
Yeah,
to do deviant
God.
things.
Okay, cool.
Well,
I see.
no,
I
they
didn't know
weren't
at the
waiting. They're
time.
just masturbating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
I wish
deviant way.
I'd been warned about this ahead of time. But yeah,
Yeah.
Zootopia, I think just in terms of pure quality, if I'm looking at like their last sort of decade, like it's way up there. We're obviously not including Pixar films.
No. That's a
Different
kettle of
studio.
fish.
Yep. So yeah, like that is for the last decade, along with Moana, probably their best.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And I still really, really enjoyed the first Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
You
first
know
one was
that
real
I
good.
do have a lot of time for that movie.
I have a lot of time, but then
and-
again, do I have time for that movie because I love video games?
Or do you like John
Or
C.
Or is it because
Reilly?
of John C. Reilly?
Yeah.
And the answer is
Was
John
Big,
C.
Big
Reilly.
Hero 6, does that count as Disney?
Big Hero
Yeah.
6. Was
Does
that
it count?
Pixar?
I think it's
Disney?
Pixar.
No, that was actually Disney
No, it wasn't-
Animation
wasn't
Oh,
Studios.
Disney
Pixar.
Animation. Yeah, then it counts.
Then yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Big Hero 6 was
Yeah, man,
also...
San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco. Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
the,
I was
the
gonna say
physical,
Neo-Tokyo.
the physical comedy in Big Hero 6,
Oh,
I absolutely
yeah.
love.
That
Oh,
whole
yeah.
sequence in the police station.
So that's super good. But for
Yeah,
me,
Baymax is great.
in terms of sort of recent-ish output, like Tangled.
Tangled
So
was a
good.
surprise hit for me. I was expecting nothing from it.
Tangled, I will never forget. Martina and I were sitting in the cinema watching the trailer for Tangled the first time,
And you were like,
and I was like, Shrek ripoff, because it was the shots of her hitting with the frying pan.
Yeah.
It was like the whole thing was cut to look like
a Shrek
like a
ripoff.
complete Shrek ripoff, and I was like, this is gonna be trash.
And then it
And
wasn't.
then we went to watch it, like just nothing else to do. Let's just go watch it. And I was like, what? So fucking
yeah,
good.
but it really came out of nowhere and
Yeah,
surprised me.
that was and no sequel.
There's a sequel in the works.
Yeah, but I mean,
Allegedly.
like a decade for a film that came out
Yeah.
like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like
Very
there
Toy
was
Story
no,
of them.
huh?
Very Toy Story of them.
Sneaky.
There was quite a while between Toy Story 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, between 2 and
11,
3.
Yeah, between 2 and 3 was
But those were
11
already
years.
sequels. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like new IP. That's
Let's
like,
get in on it.
Yeah, like usually they'll be within 3 or 4 years. They'll be.
Well, they
like,
haven't
a
done that with
sequel.
Frozen. I mean, Frozen came out in 2013.
Yeah,
When's
but
Frozen
they,
2 coming
but
out?
they were busy with
This
the
year?
fucking series,
Next year?
weren't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
made a series of it immediately.
Oh, right.
They
Oh,
series
is
yeah, that's
actually
the other.
good.
That's the other
Series is good, by the
Disney
way.
move. Like, make it a TV show.
Yeah,
Which is why,
I count that under sequels.
yeah,
Okay, which
the Hercules cartoon, by the way,
Yes, I
had
love
some
it.
had some
Because they got
good shit
James
in
Woods
it.
to
There
come
was,
back.
there was another the other one. I'm not sure if this is just like youth, because I probably wouldn't rewatch it. But the Timon and Pumbaa one, I really remember enjoying.
I don't remember that
don't
at
remember it
all.
at all.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah.
They had a whole
What was
Timon
the
and Pumbaa
plot?
animated
The Lion King
series.
sequel?
Huh?
The Lion King sequel.
Do you know
What
that
the
was
plot?
actually okay? The plot of that is that Scar's son,
Yeah,
who like lives in the
Yes.
Badlands,
was
then
so
hooks
bad.
up with Simba's daughter,
Yeah.
and they've got this whole
It was a-
bad boy
I-
thing.
I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
watching it, and I mean, I was a child, and I
And
was
you
like,
knew
"This is shit.
This is shit.
This is so."
Yeah.
I remember one
What's-
of the
but-
Aladdin
no, but
sequels being
the whole
pretty good.
message.
What's worse, that
I remember
or the
seeing-
Little Mermaid sequel?
I never watched that. But I do remember one of the Aladdin sequels being surprisingly good.
That was the third one.
Yeah.
Return of Jafar.
Yeah.
No, the second one was Return of Jafar.
Which one
I don't
was
know.
it?
The third one was King of
The
Thieves.
only Disney
With Aladdin's
direct-to-video
dad.
sequels
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched were the Little Mermaid one, which is very bad, and the Lion King one, which is even worse.
Lion King one
Yeah,
was such
Aladdin
a
and the
tragedy.
King of Thieves is.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is the good one because he has his dad. Who played his dad again?
It was It was animated. It's not real.
Yeah, Marcus, these aren't real.
No, but it was
films.
also the only
people
one where they
don't look
were
like
able
this,
to get Robin
Marcus.
Williams back.
They actually got him back,
Yeah.
despite how they treated him.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm
what was
fucking
his
shocked.
He
dad's
must
name?
have really been.
He must
hard
have
up
been
for
like,
cash.
I don't remember.
This much money, thank you.
Well, no, they essentially fixed everything. They like ironed everything over with him.
That's what I said. Money.
It was, no.
There's an eye
What
made
you
of
also
money.
have to remember is he was Aladdin came out while what's his face was still head of Disney, and Bob Iger came in between the two.
Yeah.
Bob Iger smoothed everything over with Robin Williams because he is like one of the greatest humans.
This is the man who voiced Abu.
Oh wow. I love it when they. I love it
I
when
know
they
that
base
guy.
the. I love it when they base the look of the
Where do I-
character on the person.
Where do I
Yeah.
know that guy
Like where you
from?
can barely tell the difference.
Yeah, like how Iago looks exactly like Gilbert
That,
Gottfried.
do you know who that is? That is the fucking cab driver in Escape from New York.
Wow. Deep
How
cut.
did you pull that up out of your brain?
I, like, just check my workings.
I'm checking your workings
But,
now,
like,
but if
I
you
am-
pull that up out of your brain,
I am almost 100% sure that is the cab driver from Escape from New York. Or it looks just like him.
It was John Rice Davies.
Come on,
Who played Aladdin's dad.
Studio.
Ah, John Rhys Davies.
Yeah, in King of Thieves. Kasim.
What was the relationship with Disney and Studio Ghibli? Because there's like
They did.
They
the,
collaborated on some
they
stuff.
did-
They did the localizations
Yeah.
on
There you go.
some of the movies. Like
Yeah.
they did the most famously on Princess
Spirited.
Mononoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
'cause I'm
Spirited
seeing
Away.
Which
here
is
it's
rock
like
solid.
The
Yeah,
Wind
rock solid.
Rises, and it's like, what is The Wind Rises doing in this list of Disney movies?
What is this?
The Wind
This is
Rises
anime
is what? Oh my
trash.
god, that one is depressing.
They're all depressing.
Yeah, no, but that one is like
Ponyo.
Nothing is.
no. The
as
Cat
depressing.
Returns is not
As-
depressing.
You know.
Which the war one?
Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies. I love how Studio Ghibli, on the one hand, will make movies about happy forest spirits who stand at you with bus stops, and on the other hand, will make movies about your town getting firebombed and you and your brother starving to death in a cave.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yay!
Stop the game. Dion, why is your internet being a butthole?
My internet's fine on my phone.
It's fine on my phone too, and I'm using the studio Wi-Fi.
I'm on the Studio Fever.
Studio Fever.
Yeah, no issues here.
That's weird.
Does Aladdin have a
Does
dad?
Aladdin-
Yes.
Does Aladdin have a father? Well, biologically,
Yes.
I mean...
I don't know. Maybe he's part of the Umbrella Academy. And you
mean-
don't have a dad.
Fair enough.
What? Is that the whole plot?
They're miracle babies.
Miracle babies.
Ladies who woke up
conceived.
like
They just woke up pregnant.
no,
Okay.
they woke up fine and then within a course of like 2 minutes got pregnant and had a baby.
Okay, you need to shut up now and watch this.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is a pretty dank meme.
It's a meme.
Oh, he very well might have been in it, but it might take me a while to get there. What year was it?
Escape from New York was 70.
80s, wasn't it?
I think,
Because he starred in 834.
Okay, I think it was 84 or 86.
Okay, Google.
Okay.
What year did Escape from New York come out?
Escape from New York was released in Japan on May 23rd, 1981.
81.
Yeah, you were way off.
Yeah.
You suck shit.
That's
Did
true.
you see that thing about all the Google voice recordings that were released?
Nope.
Oh, they, you know that those, like the OK Google
Yeah.
recordings, are recorded and sent and are manually reviewed by human beings. I'm not even joking. One
Wow.
person that transcribed, like, and they're transcribed, And like one person, they traced it to like some Polish guy, like who worked as a transcriber. He released like 1,000 of them online, like random, like OK Google recordings, and like everything from like personal arguments to like intimate times to like genuine like requests. And what they found is that in about 20% of the cases, very clearly the person hadn't
said, "Okay,
hadn't
Google."
actually meant to trigger it. There were false positives, like 20%. And
That's
so like, and
massive.
then Google are like, oh, you know, it's actually not such a problem. We traced it out to just one person, and also, you know, like we collect the data anonymously, but in several of the voice recordings, like you could very clearly figure out who the person in the recording is.
Jesus.
So yeah,
That's
like
pretty terrible.
people are like, I always thought people were just being super paranoid about these things.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah,
That's
and
why I
it's like-
just used a voice search.
Yeah, and it's like, nope, they actually record
They're
those. And
actually recording them.
There's a good chance it's going to be reviewed and transcribed
By
by an actual human being.
Come on.
Okay, Google. Tell me how to
he wasn't
delete Google.
recording things. IMDb.
Wasn't he?
Not recording his IMDb.
What's his name? Is it Ernest Borgen?
Sam Jackson.
Frank Welker.
Oh, because doesn't he look like this dude?
Frank
He
Welker.
does a
Dude, he
little
does the voice of fucking everything in the 80s.
Yeah, he does.
I thought it was Ernest Borgnine.
And also the voice of
Why didn't you just say it's Frank Welker? Then we could have
Speaking
had
of-
the whole spin-off of how he was like fucking Megatron and
He was
animals.
fucking Megatron.
Yes!
Whoa, with a robot penis.
Jesus,
Have,
Marcus.
has
Here's a
everyone in
tender
this,
lover.
have-
Fucking
has
hell.
everyone in this room watched Spider-Man?
Yes.
Which one? Far From
new
Home?
one.
No.
No.
Okay, cool.
Marcus, block your ears.
No. I was just wondering if we could like have a discussion about it randomly.
It's very good.
No, we're
But
gonna
it's
have a
real good.
discussion about it.
Such fun.
afterwards,
Depending
depending how much time we have. We got an hour.
Yeah, now.
Where were we before we got distracted by Frank? Tell us more about Frank Welker
Tell us about Frank Welker.
Oh,
and
I'm-
his sexual proclivities.
Well, I'm
apparently.
going
With-
to the
with
Frank
robots.
Welker IMDb page.
Oh, good luck. There's
Yeah.
like 800 and something credits there.
I know.
So you're gonna have to scroll for a good 3-4 minutes before you get to the 80
Before you-
filters. Motherfucker.
filters. Who uses those?
800 credits is not enough.
I need more something more
IMDb
real.
doesn't work on me. Only money.
Only Metacritic.
Hey, Jason.
It's stereotypes.
I'm a Criterion. George Lucas is a visionary director.
I don't-
You always win.
I don't think it's the studio
I'm betting
internet that's the
every
problem. I
on
think it is
Zebola.
actually just IMDb.
It's IMDb.
Yeah.
Is the IMDb going?
They're gonna
slow?
go down like
Yeah.
Instagram.
Down like Instagram.
George Lucas. That's one animated thing I'm very glad never saw the light of day.
It saw the light enough to fucking curse us forever.
Wait, what are you talking about?
That thing
Nope,
we.
nothing.
Yeah, actually, no.
We will not mention its name in Dion's parents' house again.
Yeah, no, please.
We
Okay.
had to do a cleansing last time. By cleansing, we just mean burned out the studio. It's a
Yeah.
nice new studio, Dion.
Thank you.
They rebuilt it exactly the same, even with the same sketchy ceiling.
It's crazy. It's the homey touches.
Like an archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hologram. Like they even get like they even get the stains on the floor, right? And everything. Oh,
It's a
we had to
homey
fudge it a
touches.
little with the stains, like. Oh, so good.
Oh, Frank Welker does also. He's also in our collective favorite animated show ever.
Futurama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Future
I know this
armor.
much.
He's in
I
South
know
Park.
this much. I seen his name.
I
in
said
the credits.
collective, so I think Futurama wins out.
Yeah, I think it averages out.
It averages out to be Futurama because only you and I are actually huge South Park fans because we have taste.
Yes, we don't have taste, Jason.
Oh no! We
Oh
only
no!
like
custard
Futurama.
pies.
Oh no!
We
Yeah,
only
exactly.
like the best animated show of all time.
Oh, no.
Oh, you do like South Park? Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
No, I was speaking about Batman TAS.
Oh, very nice.
I've got the new Blu-ray, by the way.
How
boy.
beautiful!
Oh, yeah?
How
Shit,
gorgeous.
it is absolutely gorgeous.
Right?
And
Oh.
all the featurettes and the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Man, that sounds good.
Tasty.
So when are we going to go marathon that at your place?
Soon.
Soon.
Very soon. Yes. As soon as all the people who are leaving the country leave the country.
Yes.
Where the fuck were we?
I don't know.
Oh, Frank
voice
Welker.
actors.
Frank Welker, who did basically every voice
But yeah,
That's a pretty good
in the
ability,
80s, and even now, like from watching DVD commentaries from things like Futurama and the like, if you need any kind of animal noise, you just call Frank Welker.
Is that like the Star Wars droid
He can
guy?
do it. Yeah.
has anyone here? Did you see Aladdin? Has anyone here seen Aladdin?
The new Aladdin.
The animated film, the classic. Yeah, I've seen that. many
Yeah, the
times.
one with Robin Williams as the genie.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was really
no,
good.
that
was
was
great.
great.
No,
No, not that
fabulous.
one. The one that's
He
ripping
only
off.
above.
This latest one. With Will
the one
Smith.
that's ripping off. No, I haven't seen it yet.
No,
And
I
keep
haven't
wanting
seen Prince
but
of
then I
Persia:
keep-
The Sands
but
of
then I keep
Time.
watching like Marvel films instead.
You shut your whore mouth.
I keep wanting to give Disney money.
Why does
but
that
then I
always
give
get
Disney
overlooked
money
in the
instead.
discussion
But
of
then I
video
give them
game
money by
movies?
proxy.
I don't know. Because it's very bad.
But it's not as bad as
Wait,
the rest
wait,
of
have
it.
haven't,
any of
no.
you seen it?
No.
The only person I know who's seen it is Sir Bigglesworth.
And what does he say? He loved it. He was
He
like,
says it existed.
Which is maybe the most damning thing you can say about
But then
an
again,
Aladdin
you're
film.
talking about a man that took how many years to realize that the Kinnico logo is the S on the K?
Justin, we love you, man, but fuck. Like, for real.
No, I trust his opinion on that sort of thing. So
I do.
It exists.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
it's
that's
not
cool.
going to offend you with how bad it is. It's
yeah,
not
I'm gonna.
hurt
We'll
you with
probably go watch it
disappointment.
at
It's just-
Grand West sometime this week.
And what's-
showing?
yeah.
Because it's like the cinema's
I still
always
want to see
empty.
Toy Story 4.
Shit, yes. Fuck. Balls. I need
But
to see
instead,
it.
I'm going to go watch Endgame and Spider-Man again.
Oh no!
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oops.
What's wrong with you, Jason? Why are you watching Endgame again?
Because, Cap, do you
Dear
read me?
listener.
Oh yeah. Oh, on your left.
Yeah. I invited you to come with, and you. And you were like,
Well,
no,
in
we need to work for money.
Well. In fairness, this week I have got a fair amount of time on my hands, probably in the morning. So, if you tell me that like it's okay in the peasant cinema, and that the little edition stuff is worthwhile,
Well, it's 2D, so it won't be super dark in the peasant cinema. at
yeah.
least.
But
It
I mean,
will
you
be.
can, you can at least-
Remember, we went to go watch Captain Marvel in the Peasant 2D, and it was still pretty dark.
Yeah, that was terrible. I watched Rogue One in the
Can't
cinema,
see
but
anything.
that was at New Metro in
Yeah.
Canal Walk. Holy crap, that
Yeah.
was bad.
Canal Walk is
Let's
cutting
put it
corners
this
and
way:
costs
my
big time.
my
Yeah.
mom took my nephews to go watch Detective Pikachu at Tiger Valley, and it was so dark and so bad. Even my parents noticed.
Wow.
Wow.
They were like, "Wow, that movie was really dark and almost unwatchable."
Also, I like how in just about 2 weeks we're gonna once again watch Endgame because it comes out on
On
digital,
digital.
and Dion's got a nice projector.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
boy.
bring it here and set up at the back on that huge wall.
Oh,
and bring
God,
the
yes.
sound bar, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and we're all invited, obviously.
Of course, all of you are invited.
Thank you. Don't invite that guy. The literal scum
yeah,
of
no,
the
I was,
earth.
I was
Well,
actually
we'll make
expecting you were going
ultimate-
to exclude me because I'm the racist.
No, exclude me because I'm
Well,
garbage.
no, the thing is that balances out like just what a wonderful humanitarian I am.
Yeah,
okay.
nothing-
I swing too far the other way. I'm a
Yeah, you do.
SJW.
Nothing
Yeah.
balances out the black, bottomless pit of nothingness that
Well,
bad
actually, no,
that I
it would.
am.
Endgame would.
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah,
I
Endgame
can
balances you
come.
out.
We'll make tubs of ultimate popcorn. Try the cappuccino ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How was
Yeah.
it?
Oh, the cappuccino, like, on its own is great. In Ultimate Popcorn, it's a revelation,
So
man.
hold on a second. Was that
All
an
right,
actual
Southern
packet
Baptist
of diddle
Marcus.
daddles
Yes.
where it's
Why did you
cappuccino
say
flavored?
it like that?
Yes.
It's like where they did like a co thing with Hagen and Mars.
Yes.
Where did you buy this?
I found it.
The store.
I found it at a local Checkers, and then I saw it again at Spa. So
I'm gonna go
In
get it.
Somerset West.
in Somerset West,
Because
it should be here.
I've been at 2 Pick and Pays here and a Spar since I saw that, and I haven't seen it.
They tend to roll out things in Somerset West
Roll
earlier for
out.
some reason. Like, you got the new San Pecans
Yeah.
before we did.
Yeah.
I got them all before.
Have you got?
Weird echo in this room.
But you guys have tried the Assenzers now.
Yes.
Yeah. Witchcraft, am I right?
I don't know.
I want to make a joke
My
about
name is
Spider-Man.
Leon, I'm a butt.
And I'm a butt.
You can make a joke about Spider-Man.
Jason,
He's really sticking to this bit.
Super focused on this
Jason
one.
just twice asserted that his name is Leon and he's a butt. What an idiot!
It's pretty on brand.
Wow, I'm surprised we stayed on topic for like 15 minutes before we did this nonsense.
We managed, okay?
We did
managed.
real good.
Yeah, I did prepare, but I was just like, nah,
If
this is more
only
fun.
We had like some form of like animated Disney movie expert sitting
Yeah, like
in the
10
room
Me and
next
Lisa,
door.
the one who refused to talk.
that could blow our minds with insights and just like, whoa, encyclopedic in the
Could
knowledge.
never happen.
Actually let our listeners learn something, maybe.
If our listeners want to learn something, they can go to Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they can
Wikipedia.
type in whatever they want.
yeah. Or they can sign up to Curiosity Stream, which just recently became available in this country as well.
Not sponsored by them, Marcus, yet.
Did your wife start that as well that you're plugging it, Marcus?
Jesus.
No.
Jeez, Marcus. Wow. So first your wife starts Netflix.
What can I say? She's
She's
an
upwardly mobile
entrepreneur.
professional.
Yeah, she's a Renaissance woman.
There were no women in the Renaissance, Marcus. You know this.
You know, we're probably all gonna go to hell
We've been
anyway.
the
So
CineBeards.
We have.
Have
we
we
have
been?
been the
Oh,
same.
and just so we don't break the streak, Batman v Superman sucked.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
did. Yeah. It was
You,
real bad.
you recommend Robin Hood? You recommend Lilo and Stitch?
Actually,
I recommend
no,
the
no.
Iron fucking Giant.
No. I Robin Hood, yes, but even more than that, because of the injustice that was done to it, the 2011 film Winnie the Pooh.
All right.
Okay.
Go
Mark?
fucking all of you.
Okay,
go
I
fucking
will.
watch it.
You
It's
guys haven't
so-
watched
I
Lilo and
will.
Stitch, so you guys watched
Yes.
Lilo and
Yeah.
Stitch. Everyone else watched the Iron Giant.
Screw you. We've all seen
What
Iron Giant.
recommendation?
I'm totally recommending that people revisit the working the moving work of art that is Sleeping Beauty.
The working
All right,
move of
I
art.
will.
Yeah.
Please, please, please watch
Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet and watch Atlantis.
I'm gonna
Yes,
watch Treasure
please.
Planet.
Watch
and
2 of those.
Atlantis and Lilo and Stitch. And the nice thing is, Martina loves Disney movies, so it's not even something I have to argue for. And that's good. But go watch the Winnie the Pooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will.
Crabbies.
Pellegrino.
Porn.